welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining me on this very quick and short program. I appreciate everyone that has connected. Wherever you are connecting from, I welcome you and I thank you for being part of the program. I urge you to like and share on your own platform. Share to family and friends. Share to everyone that is close to you. We are in a time where every information is very important to us. We are in a very time where every information must be pushed to the ends of the world. So please, as you join us, like the program and share it to everyone that you can be able to reach. Before I proceed on this message, I have to first of all remind you of our oncoming sit at home. Before this sit at home that have been declared by the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Nigeria, in agreement with all the Biafran people. Before this sit at home is going to stand on the 29th of this month. On the 29th of this month, the sit at home is going to start. And we're going to have the sit at home on the 29th, 30th, 31st, and 2nd of August. On this very sit at home, it is targeted more especially on the Zoological Republic and all their ministries. It is more especially targeted on the Zoological Republic and all their ministries in Biafran territory. That is the target. And on this day, 29th, 30th, and 31st, every ministries that belong to the Nigerian government will be locked down. All the ministries of the government will be totally locked down, absolutely locked down. If you are working in any of those ministries, you should get this information direct. You should digest this information because it is going to save you. It's going to save your life. If you are working in any ministry of the zoo in Biafran territory, you have no business going to office on the 29th, 30th, 31st. They are going to push you out to your death. They have done it before. They will do it again, and they are ready to do it. Our own is to inform you beforehand. It is left for you to obey the instruction or not to obey. If you refuse to obey, you are going to face the consequence of your action. If you obey, for your own good, you will live to see Biafra. My fellow Biafrans, this is our own protest. We have said it. Anything that has to do with street protest, we are not part of it. We cannot be part of any street protest anywhere. Wherever they want to conduct their street protest, we will not be part of it. Count us out of the street protest. We are not part of the street protest, and we will never be part of it. No matter their plans, their strategy, we will never be part of it. We have said it and we said it clear. Even though they decide to try to push us into it, they are dragging us into their program, even when we have said it clearly that we're not part of it. But we will stand our ground. They cannot drag us into it. We are not part of their protests and will never be. We have been having our own protests for the past 3 years, and we continue to protest up till date. Every Monday And now we are preparing for a more serious one to make a statement. We are preparing a more serious one to make a statement. And that serious one is targeted on the Nigerian government itself, and the general one that is coming on the 2nd of August will be on Friday. On Friday, to make sure that everybody is included, wherever you are in Biafra land. The earlier you understand this reality of today, the better for you. The Biafran people have no business in Nigerian protests. Our protests have been ongoing and we will continue until Biafra is free. Get this message straight. There is no two ways about it. My fellow Biafrans that are watching, wherever you are watching me from, I want to remind you that as we speak, war is going on in Biafran territory. There is a war going on. We have been saying it, people don't seem to understand. Some people pretend it's not happening. When we say it, we shout about it and cry about it, talk about it, people think we are troublemakers, or maybe we are just carrying out some propaganda. But this is the truth. Today, so many of us that are in various platforms, or if you are very active on social media, you are going to see a lot of video evidence of the war going on in Biafran territory. And I can bet you that what you are seeing on social media is the tip of the iceberg. You know that so many informations are not allowed to go out of the media. You know that we have a lot of restrictions. We have so many restrictions on the social media. There are several videos that we have that we cannot be able to share on the social media because of the restrictions that we have. But at least it has become very clear that the war that the Nigerian government have declared in Biafran territory is ongoing, even though they pretend it's not happening. They declared the war, they called it asymmetric warfare. At a point in time, they called it a jungle warfare. And they pretend it's not happening. Fellow Biafran, it is happening. And I can't imagine what the fate of the Biafran people would have been without the presence of the Biafra Republic of Nigeria. Have you ever thought about that and say, what would have been our fate if we had no government representing us or defending us? I thank Jikwu Okuka Abiyama for the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic of Nigeria, who is today standing in gap for every one of us, making sure that our land is defended. The only thing you can do is to support him. The least you can do is to support him the best way you can and make sure that our voice is heard. That is the least you can do. Support the Biafra Republic government. There is no two ways. There is no other way. For some of you who are looking for a shortcut, and it will be a very shameful thing to see a Biafra talking about Nigerian protests. It is a very shameful thing, very, very shameful and disgraceful thing to hear or see a Biafran opening his or her mouth to speak or talk on behalf of Biafra or Nigeria, to protest or participate in anything called Nigeria. We have suffered a lot. We have seen a lot. We have been through a lot. And we have gotten to a time where we can no longer accept the dehumanization of the Biafrans. You can continue to deny this fact for all I care. It does not change the truth. You can continue to deny the reality of the day. It does not change the truth. We have come a long way. And finally, we have defined our fate. Today, you go to the social media, you will see the kind of atrocity Nigerian government is carrying out in Biafran territory. Civilian houses being destroyed, firing rockets in residential areas, carrying armor tank into the residential area. Meanwhile, in the northern part of Nigeria, where terrorists have taken over, you will not see the kind of force you are seeing in Biafran territory. And when you see this force, you'll be asking yourself, what has these people done that we attract such kind of a force? The only thing we have done is asking for self-determination, asking for our rights, a right that is supported by international law, supported by African human rights and people's law, supported by Nigerian law itself. Yet, the enemies will not let us be. It does not matter what they do. Biafrans, we are far, far, far way ahead of them. Before ever they thought of what they're going to do, we have started a long time ago to prepare ourselves for what is coming. For you to know that the zoo has ended. When you hear people like the man they call Dangote, a man who has stolen so much from the citizens of Nigeria, a man who is part of the problem that Nigeria has today, he himself is even complaining because two greedy men are now in power. Dangote, you all know, is one of the people running Nigeria. And today you have a drug baron who also wants to do business with oil. It is a competition on who is going to be in charge of oil in Nigeria, who is going to monopolize oil in Nigeria and take control. And what you see today is that Dangote himself is complaining. Dangote himself today is crying. It has become a world of back and front, claiming they don't want to give him crude. Every one of us saw a video where Falana came out and said that the land where Dangote built his refinery was given to him free. He did not pay a dime. But today we hear Dangote come and tell us that he paid $200 million for the land. And he's providing receipts. Falana, senior advocate of Nigeria, came out and said that Dangote didn't pay a dime. But finally, Dangote is coming out to claim he paid. And he paid 200 plus. This is how they have been mortgaging Nigeria. Nigeria has always been a private business. Once you are part of the clique, all you need is to settle. Once you give your settlement, they will allow you to exploit the area you want to exploit, steal as much as you want to steal, and nobody will ask you a question. But today, the game is changing, all thanks to the Biafran people. We are making sure that the economy goes down, and they do no longer have steal that thing they are stealing from Biafran territory. Every single one of them has been involved in the issue of Biafra, in the suffering of Biafra. Will definitely go down. They will go down, one after the other. It is a question of time, and it's coming very soon. As we prepare for our convention in Finland, where the final result of the self-referendum of Biafra will be announced. That self-referendum is going to show that the Biafran people are no longer part of the zoo. That self-referendum will show a clear mandate given to the Biafran people, given by the Biafran people to Biafra Republic of Exile, to defend and protect the territory. In that clear mandate, after that clear mandate had been declared, announcement made. The declaration of the restoration of independence state of Biafra will be made 2nd of December. Mark this date. Well, after that declaration, it is going to be a different ball game. This message is very critical, and every one of them is getting this message, even when they pretend not to hear it. Every single one of them that is part of those holding this very contraption captive, they get the message. They know what is coming. They know that the Biafrans are not smiling. They know very well. But they pretend that all is well. It doesn't matter how they pretend. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter how long it takes. I bet you something that is heavier than them is going to happen. And when it happens, Biafrans will have their freedom. You must prepare yourself wherever you are. Tighten up your belt. Wherever you belong. I have said this several times. For those who think that Biafra is their problem, you are going to see something that is greater than that. We are not your problem. They continue to deceive you and make you believe that Biafrans are your problem. Okay, keep believing. They want you to believe that Biafrans are your problem. And you are believing them. Keep believing. What is going to hit you is going to hit you in such a way that you will have nobody to complain to. And before you realize yourself, it will be too late. I am talking to the Afonjas and those Biafrans who are pretending and thinking that there is a shortcut or short way to regain freedom. There is no short way to gain freedom from the Zoological Republic. Those of you who think you are dreaming of a better Nigeria that doesn't belong to you, you are seeking for a betterment of a Nigeria that does not belong to you. What is going to hit you, you will not recover. I have said this several times. This rain that is gathering, this cloud, this thick cloud is going to bring a heavy rain. And only those who are prepared and positioned at the right place will be saved. If you are not well positioned, the rain is going to beat you so bad, and I bet you, you'll be soaked. You'll be soaked until you will never be able to dry it up. If you want to be saved, you better begin to prepare yourself now that you have time. Prepare yourself now that you have the time. Because in the near future, there will be no place to hide. And I bet you, only those who are prepared and made themselves ready will be saved. My fellow Biafran people, the stage is set for us to go home. If you want to be part of the journey, make yourself available. If you do not want to go home, it is up to you. Nobody can force you against your will. Our freedom is very important to every one of us. And we will pursue it to all levels and to all conclusion. My fellow Biafrans that are watching, wherever you are watching this program from, I urge you in the name of Chukwu Okike Abiyama, never to give up. I urge you never to give up. Always pay attention. Do not be discouraged. No matter what you see, no matter what you hear, don't get discouraged. Freedom is coming. It is coming in such a way that you'll be glad and you will forget your sorrows. Let us continue to support the Biafra Republic of Nigeria. Support our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, the Oputo of Biafra land. If you want to be free, he is the way. There is no two ways about it. I'm not just saying it because I want to say it. I want you to go and verify. All you need to do is to look at what he has been doing since he took over the control of the restoration of Biafra. It has been success all over. In the latest development that our Prime Minister spoke about, he spoke about our lobbying group. The lobbyist group He held a meeting with them. Just yesterday, he had a meeting with the lobbying group, and that meeting involved some of the great men in the United States, those who have been fighting to make sure that the people in the Zoological Republic, the Christians more especially, the intimidation against the Christians is being checked. Our Prime Minister had a meeting with them yesterday, and it was a positive one. My fellow Biafrans, it is time for us to go home. It is time. Do not allow anyone to deceive you. We have come a long way, and freedom, definitely, we shall find. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being part of this program. I appreciate every one of you that have been able to connect to us. I will see you again next time. Stay blessed and remain strong. Biafra government, peace, unity, progress, and equity. We move airborne.